Carl Jung's secret to letting go of worry forever. It drains your energy, steals your peace, and often feels like a constant companion in life. But what if I told you something surprising? Worry is an illusion, a mental construct you can unravel, understand, and release. In this video, we're diving deep into the teachings of Carl Jung, one of the greatest psychological thinkers in history, to uncover his timeless wisdom on why you don't need to worry. And trust me, the final insight may completely change the way you approach your life. Let's begin with Jung's core idea. Worry comes from being disconnected from your true self. 1. The inner conflict. Why we worry. Carl Jung believed that worry begins with an internal conflict, a clash between the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the part of you that tries to do the right thing, what you should achieve, what you should fear, what you should avoid. Your unconscious mind, however, holds your deeper truths, your real desires, fears, and longings. Jung called this hidden part the shadow self, the version of you that you ignore, suppress, or push away. For example, imagine you constantly worry about failing at your job. On the surface, it looks like fear of failure. But underneath, your shadow may be longing for freedom, creativity, or a life that doesn't fit society's expectations. Your conscious mind says, success equals worth. Your unconscious mind says, I want something different. This disconnect fuels endless worry. Jung taught that the solution is to integrate these hidden parts of yourself. This process, known as shadow work, is about understanding and accepting the parts of you that feel rejected or silenced. When you do this, the tension that creates worry begins to dissolve. 2. The illusion of control. Worry is also the mind's attempt to control what cannot be controlled. Jung explained that when we fear the unknown, the ego tries to create safety by imagining every possible threat. Worry becomes a defense mechanism. But here's the truth. The future is always uncertain. Think about how many times you've worried endlessly about something, only to realize it never happened, or it wasn't as bad as you imagined. Jung saw this as the ego trying to protect itself. But in doing so, it traps us in fear. He taught that surrendering to the natural flow of life, trusting the deeper patterns unfolding around you, releases this grip of worry. 3. Synchronicity. The universe has a plan. One of Jung's most fascinating ideas is synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that guide your path. These moments show that life is not random. There is a deeper order working behind the scenes. Imagine you're worried about making a big decision, changing careers, moving, starting something new. Then, out of nowhere, you meet someone who shares a story that gives you clarity or courage. Jung would say, that's not an accident, that's synchronicity. But worry blinds us to these messages. When we release worry, we open ourselves to guidance from the universe, subtle signs pointing us in the right direction. 4. Individuation. Becoming your true self. At the heart of Jung's teachings is individuation, the journey of becoming who you truly are. This isn't about perfection, it's about embracing every part of you, strength, weakness, shadow, potential. When you are aligned with your authentic self, worry loses its power. Why? Because you're no longer trying to live a life built on other people's expectations. Think of someone who worries constantly about being judged. Through individuation, they realize, my worth has nothing to do with anyone else's opinion. That realization transforms worry into confidence. 5. Practical ways to release worry. Jung's approach. Jung's insights are deeply spiritual but also incredibly practical. Here's how to start applying them. Shadow work. Journal your worries. Ask, what deeper fear or desire is behind this? Explore these hidden parts of yourself without judgment. mindfulness and meditation. Jung valued introspection. Spend a few minutes each day observing your thoughts. Notice how worry arises and let it pass like a cloud in the sky. Trust synchronicity. Pay attention to meaningful coincidences. They are guidance, not accidents. Live authentically. Ask yourself, am I living according to my values or someone else's expectations? The more aligned you are with your true self, the less power worry has. 6. The life-changing insight. Here's the idea I promised at the start, the one that can transform your life. Worry is not a sign that you're being responsible. Worry is a signal that something inside you needs attention. When you address the inner conflict, the illusion of control, the ignored shadow, you don't just eliminate worry, you break free from the false stories holding you back. And what's on the other side of that? Creativity, clarity, joy, freedom. So take a breath. Release the need to control every outcome, and trust, just as Jung taught, that the answers you seek are already within you. Because beneath the noise of worry, your true self has been waiting for you. Like and subscribe for more universal knowledge.